One of Highland's long-term missionaries is Kostya Kysilenko. He ministers to a church in Biela Tserkva, Ukraine. Biela Tserkva is located about 50 miles from Kyiv, the capital city of Ukraine. Just this week, Ukraine surpassed 1,000 days of being at war with Russia. On top of those things, Kostya's recently been diagnosed with leukemia. We wanted to sit down with Kostya, see how things are going with his family, his church, and his health struggles. Let's hear from Kostya now. Hey, Kostya, it's good to see you, brother. How are you doing?
I'm fine and dandy, sweet as candy, as Joe Cannon used to say. I remember him often lately. He had made so much, a tremendous impact on me personally and the church.
I'm really glad to hear that, considering all that you've got going on there in Ukraine. And so I wanted to sit down and chat. Tell me how you and the family are doing.
My family, we're doing well. My son Daniel, he's currently in Germany. My wife is working. She's doing well. She works from home, but every once in a while she goes to Kyiv. So she's working and she's enjoying her job as an accountant.
Good. I'm glad that they're safe and well. Tell me about the church. How's the church doing?
We have a lot of people in dispersion. Basically, several people, a few families are in Germany right now. Some people are in the United States. Another member of the church is in Great Britain, in London. Three of our church members are serving in the military. We're in a constant prayer for them. Their names are Valentin, Oleg, and Dennis. God had been very gracious, and He kept them safe so far. So we hope they will return to their families.
Well, we'll commit to praying for them with you. We will for that.
Thank you.
I know this war continues. Tell me about what's your perception of how Ukraine and Ukrainians are doing right now.
It's very hard. The war is very hard. The economy is basically depends very much on the support from the U.S. and the European Union and other countries that had been helping us. A lot of people had lost their homes and they had to move to the much safer territories like Biela Tserkva. So just in our city, there are at least 30,000 internally displaced people. So I'm very grateful to Highland for supporting our ministry.
Probably not every Highlander knows the exact details of what we're doing to offer some of that humanitarian aid through the church. So can you just talk a little bit about what that looks like?
Highland Church is providing enough funds to cover 120 food packages that we give away each month. The food package consists of staples, like rice, buckwheat, which is very popular here in Ukraine. It's like, number one grain thing. Noodles, sugar, oatmeals, canned meat, sunflower oil. At this very moment, I think we are providing food packages to over 400 families.
Wow. Well, I commend you for that work. That's so important, and I'm thankful.
Well, God made it possible. God made it possible.
That's right.
What we do is just this much.
Yeah,
but
that's
God
right.
provides everything, and I know that without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do nearly as much as we do. Just like with the other sources of support, and that kind of keeps us afloat. Yeah. As soon as I get anxious about it, I get a message, you've got money. And that's tremendous. So God provides in so many ways.
I'm thankful we can be a part of that. We believe in what y'all are doing and are thankful to be a small part of it. Kostya, I know that you've had some difficult medical issues lately. And so why don't you share with the Highland Church what's been going on and what you've learned, and then maybe how we can be praying about it.
Well, I've been having health issues, like serious health issues, since 2016. So this year I was in the hospital in Kyiv, and my blood tests had shown some bad results. and apparently it's a leukemia. They say it's the best scenario possible, and I believe so. That does not require any treatment in the first year, or maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years. I don't know. So if the problem comes up, I will have to go through extra examination and most likely chemo. So at first I was before your eyes, you see your whole life, and you kind of okay, whatever I valued does not matter much. It was the first hour and a half, and then I came back to my senses, and I gave it to God. I'm totally in peace with the situation, and I know that since I'm still here, God has had something for me. It's kind of, what I'm saying is what I feel and what I think, but sometimes I have like a seesaw thing. You kind of go up and then you go down, but it's I could say that in general I'm at peace with what's happening. I think that anything can happen, with this war, a missile strike or whatever, and having that, living in the context, I understand that life is very fragile. But when God is holding your life in His hands, it doesn't matter much what's happening around you. Joe Cannon, by the way, he used to say that the worst thing that can happen to you is actually the best thing that can happen to you.
That's a good line.
It's very ironic, in many ways, but it's so much true.
That's a good word. Thank you for sharing that, Kostya. Well, listen, we as a church are going to be praying specifically for you. But tell the Highland Church, as we think about you and your family, your Ukrainian brothers and sisters, our brothers and sisters in Christ in Ukraine, what can we be praying about specifically?
We have been praying for the end of the war, for the victory. The challenges are great. Probably the biggest challenge here is to get desperate. And I've been talking about that to people that we provide help to, and many of them come to our Bible classes on Thursdays, and they have questions. They ask, where is God in this situation? How do we cope with it? How do we not lose faith? How do we remain humans? Because the natural response to hate and to murder is to hate and kill. How to keep peace in your heart in the midst of all of this. So probably that would be something that we need most prayers.
Well, Kostya, you are a light in darkness, and I pray that through you, through the church there in Bila Cerkva, that the light of Christ will continue to shine brightly. And so I know our church is going to be encouraged to see you, and we want you to know how much we love you.
Thank you, Eric, and please make sure Highland Church knows that we appreciate it so much. All your help, all your support, all your prayers, and I don't feel lonely in this battle. We feel like we're not alone. There's God, there's you guys, and many more people that are praying for us, and that is the battle that we are all fighting together.
That's right. That's right. Well, Kostya, God bless you, brother.
God bless you too, Eric, and Highland Church.
See you.
I love you all.
Love you, Kostya. Bye-bye.